Hey everyone, this is my first day experimenting with the ketogenic diet with ketosis. I just tested my ketone levels with these SmackFat ketone test strips. What came back was this. This is what it looks like. And it looks like I don't even have trace. This is just the negative. 0.5 has a slight hue to it, a slight pinkish hue. This looks just this is straight negative. I ate last night pretty late, maybe around 9 p.m. and it's 11 a.m. now. I still haven't eaten yet. I want to go to the gym from 2 to 3. There's a class then. So what I'm going to do is, normally because of my slow motility in my digestive tract, I couldn't eat nearly this close to the gym. And so otherwise I'd still be digesting and I'd have a lot of discomfort while at the gym. So I'm still not going to eat. What I'm going to do is make my normal coffee routine, bulletproof coffee, as trendy as that is, but instead of using this MCT oil, I'm going to use this MCT oil, the keto MCT oil, because this is all C8. It's all caprylic acid, which is highly ketotic. So that should help push my blood ketones up. This stuff, unfortunately, has some C8, some C10, and some C12. It's about 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. It's not as good as pure C8, which is going to help push me into a ketotic state. Hopefully, we're gonna find out. I'll use those test strips, and instead of having like a morning shake, I usually have a Soylent-based shake with some frozen fruit in it. I'm going to have some of this Keto stuff, which you just dissolve into cold water. It says that for therapeutic use, it's 1 full serving. It's 1 daily serving. You have the whole thing. For optimal performance, it's 2 servings, 1 in the AM and 1 in the PM. So what I'm gonna do is start off with half a packet, see how that does, see if that pushes me into ketosis, but also if that has the secondary effect of enabling me to get to my class without eating in the morning. It's a 2 p.m. class. That's quite a while to go without eating for me, and let's see if I feel okay, if I feel lightheaded, if I feel weak, or if I even feel hungry. Get through the class, perform in the class. It's going to be a kickboxing class, and then come back and see where we stand. And then I will try to have a ketogenic dinner, which would just be, some grass-fed meat or fish and some leafy greens like kale or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get that stuff together now. I already drank most of it. I wasn't recording. But it tastes fine. It's got a little orange flavor. It tastes a little bit like artificial sweetener because there's stevia in it. That's it. It's perfectly palatable. It's not a big deal. I've drunk far worse protein shakes and stuff like that. So it's 1:19 now, or sorry, it's 12:20 right now. So I'll check back in around 1:20, tell you how I'm feeling, do another ketone test strip, see if my body has changed its ketone concentration at all, and I'll let you know how I'm feeling. So it's around 1:30. It's about an hour after I consumed bulletproof coffee with keto MCT plus half a packet of Keto and I just tested my urine, and what you can see is that I have somewhere between 1.5 millimolar of ketones in my urine or in my bloodstream, whatever this measures. I have between 1.5 and 4 millimolar ketones in my serum. And this highlights one of the downsides of this urine testing method, which is that it is very imprecise. Basically, you want around, I think, between 3 and 5 millimolar ketones in your blood serum, and this only really gives you between 1.5 and 4.0, so you can't tell if you're in that 3 millimolar range. Now, it does look like the color is darker than the small, and maybe slightly lighter than the moderate, so hopefully that means that I am in the 3 millimolar range. And so that half a packet with the bulletproof coffee seems to have done the job of getting me into ketosis. I'm not very hungry. I feel pretty good. My brain feels clear. It was a little foggy before when I woke up. I didn't feel great. Now, I might just have woken up more. I didn't really sleep last night, so I had to sleep late. But now I'm about to head off to the gym and see how that goes.
Yeah, you got life. My brother's back while it's still, he's like, you can't put it there.
All right, so I just got back from the gym. I worked out there for about an hour and 15 minutes. I missed the class. I went an hour late. I was looking at the Saturday schedule, so I didn't get to do the class, which would have been a bit more of an objective metric because I'm usually totally exhausted by the end of the classes. It's at Evolution Muay Thai, and they do a great job of working you really hard so that usually by the end I'm like 99% done out of energy completely. When I'm working out on my own, I tend to take longer breaks. It's harder to motivate myself to really push myself, but I tried to make up for that by working out longer, by adding in some free weights, by doing some abs, and I feel pretty great. It's probably around it's around 6 p.m. I still haven't eaten yet. I just had that coffee and Keto mix In the morning, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty energetic. My mind feels good. It feels clear. I'm a little hungry, but I'm not starving. I don't know how much of this is a placebo effect. You know, I know I'm doing something different, so I feel like different. But at the end of the day, the ketones are still just being converted into ATP by my mitochondria, just like if I was not in ketosis and my body was using glucose for fuel, the mitochondria would just convert the glucose into ATP, which would then power my cells. So at the end of the day, it's still the same type of energy. Shouldn't experience too much of a difference, but it's kind of crazy to think that I just worked out with my body using ketones as fuel, because I according to those strips, I was in ketosis. So that means that my body is breaking down fat, either the fat that I consumed in the form of medium chain triglycerides or the fat stored in my cells, to create ketones and to create energy. And so far so good. I'm about to order dinner. I'll have a ketogenic meal, some meat, some leafy greens like kale, and then we'll see how I'm doing. Actually, right now I'll go and check my urine again with those ketone testing strips, and we'll see if I'm still in ketosis.